Hey guys, this is Shane and welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. Today, hey, it's old school time. Old school book finds, what I found in this last week, kind of an eclectic mix of stuff. It always amazes me the wide variety of stuff that you find, that people, it's just like as book variety is just as varied as people are, right? It's the interest in what people read and then what they donate and kind of the ebb and flow, right? That you go to a place and one time you'll find something history books, sometimes you'll find maybe some cookbooks or religion books or, some kind of special interest. And, it's just because like whoever it was, they made that donation, a lot of times it's like their library, right? Or their stack of whatever they were interested in. So you kind of get that natural ebb and flow. It's fun. I guess that's what's part of, the treasure hunt of finding books and, it being like always something different, right? It's kind of cool. So, hey, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to show what I found this week, give you kind of comps, what I think I'm going to be listing this stuff for. Some of it's going to be eBay, some of it's going to go to Amazon, so kind of a mix. And before I jump in, I want to say thanks. Thanks for the channel support, for the views, the comments. The book selling community is a good community, and everybody's comments and things are good for the whole community. So again, thanks for the channel support. If you hadn't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and you guys keep watching. I'll keep doing it. We'll see what happens. So let's jump in. This first book is actually it's cool because of the price I can sell it for. But it's cool for another reason personally. Okay, it's this Ukrainian English dictionary. Okay, and of course the war in Ukraine still ongoing, but this thing I paid $2.50 for it, and I think I can send this to Amazon and make between 50 and 60, sell it for 50 to 60. So my profit on it will probably be around 30 bucks, 35 bucks. What's cool about it from a personal perspective for me is that I used to never look at the foreign language section. A couple of stores I go to have a foreign language section. I just never really thought about it, right? And then I don't know, probably about a year ago, I was like, why am I not looking at this section? And since then I've bought some like German Bibles, foreign language dictionaries, several of them, and they're usually pretty, you make good profit. It's good profit potential there. And I think about all the years I've gone to these places, and there's this section that I never went to. So I guess for me, it's cool because it shows, hey, even an old dog can learn. But I think it's something for you guys to focus on is always be open and kind of look, right? If you got a place like that you haven't gone into much, just sometimes try it out. And it's foreign language stuff though. I'm finding some cool stuff. So anyway, this will be a good one. All right, this next one, all right, I have no comps on this. I saw it. I think I paid, let's see what I paid for it. Well, it doesn't say. I think it was 50 cents on it, but it was Foul Tips, okay? Wade Boggs, if you remember, Boston Red Sox, it's his favorite chicken recipes. So what's also cool about this is, look, he signed it, okay? So I haven't, and this was back from 1984, I haven't found comps on this yet. So I don't know what I'm going to sell it for. I've got to do some research. It's funny, I put in Foul Tips, Wade Boggs, like on eBay, I'm not finding it. So I got to do some more research. I'll probably go delve into, see if I can find it on Keepa, on, ABE, some of the other places. I don't even know that it has an ISBN. This thing doesn't even have an ISBN number. It is, no, it doesn't. So, it's really just title. I don't know. I thought that it was cool. I didn't even know when I saw it. I didn't even know that it was signed by him. And then when I opened it up and saw that, I thought, hey, I think I probably paid 50 cents for it. It's cool. But it just goes to show, sometimes you find stuff and you just don't even, you just buy it because it's cool. And it's not like a big investment, but I think it'll be a good one. Here's one. It's not about a $10 book. I paid 50 cents for it. This Climber, Treasury of Motorcycles. I've seen it sell for about 10. Again, I paid $1 for it. I just thought it was cool. Look at that the graphic there is kind of funny. But it just shows every book doesn't have to be I mean, we want every book to be a $50 profit, but I sell a lot of books that I make, you know, 8 or 10 bucks on, and it adds up, right? And then you throw the bigger ones on there and it gets your price up. Okay, this is about a $12 book. I paid 50 cents for it. The Amazing Afterlife of Animals. It's a sweet little cover there. But yeah, about $12. Paid 50 cents for it. All right, now here's one. This one's interesting. Talk about going from one extreme to the other. You know, the afterlife of animals, pets, to domesticity and power in the early Mughal world. That, you know, I think if you could think of two titles or two subject matters that were probably diametrically opposite, I'm thinking that these two would be on opposite ends of the spectrum. But this one, I paid $1 for it. Let's make sure. Yeah, this one, so they write it in there. I always erase these when I list them. But paid $1 for it. If I looked this up for Amazon, it had an e-score on ScoutIQ of 2, which means it's only sold like 2 copies in 6 months. So it's only about once every 3 months or so. Looks like it lists for $30 to $32. So it's about $20 profit. So even though it's a pretty low scoring book, it's, you know, it might take it 3 or 4 months to sell. I think for the profit potential, I'm gonna send it in and let it rip. All right, here's one. It's about a $22 book. This it's a tarot book, you know, on mystical philosophy. Paid a couple bucks for it. Paid $2 for this one. I think it'll sell for like 22. I think this will be a quick flip. Here's one. Actually, I stopped by this one thrift store that I never go to, and they were having a sale, and it was 50% off. And so hardbacks were normally $1.50, so I got this one for 75 cents. This Yangtze Patrol, this U.S. Navy in China. This is the first edition of this. It'll sell for like 15. It's not gonna be. It'll be a long sitter, but I liked it. It's cool. So here's one. Color by Accident. Low immersion dyeing. It's $15 or $16 book. Let's see if it's got any pictures of stuff. I mean, it's got some really cool. I love that. It reminds me of the old batik, you know. Of course, tie dye. Let's see if it's got some more. It's got some cool examples. So $15 or $16 book. All right, here's one. Ultimate Healing System. This muscle testing and nutrition. It's on ScoutIQ, comes back with like a e-score of 19. So, you know, that's what it's selling about once every month or so. No, better than that. Maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. $38 to $40 on Amazon. So I'll send that in. Be good. Here's one. This is the first edition of The Natural Way to Draw. And it's just a $10 book, but I got it for 50 cents. So, you know, it's got, you know, standard kind of, it's a little ratted out, but I think being the first edition of it, it will sell for 10 bucks. For 50 cents, you know, it'll be a decent flip. Okay, here's one. I like this title. This is I don't have any sold comps on this, but again, I like the subject matter. I paid 50 cents, and it is, look at that, The Art of Archery. I love the way that archery spelled like that, right? I've got list comps on this for about 30 bucks, different editions. This one is the 19. It was an older one. This was a 1968 edition. You know, I thought that, hey, for 50 cents, it's one of those weird, and look, it's a facsimile. You ever seen those, right? So see how it's like the original book, you know, printed just like it, right? So I think that's all right. But maybe a longer setter, but I'm okay with that for 50 cents. All right, this is kind of a interesting one. Paid, I think I paid $1 for this one. For the red dot, it's $1. My favorite things, Dorothy Rogers, and kind of architecture design. This first edition, I've seen sold comps on this between 16 and 30. So I think I can get 20 bucks out of this easy. I may list it for $23.99, something like that, and see what happens. So, you know, kind of cool. All right, now zone out time. Got some textbooks. Nibel's Method. I'm here for standards work design. This one's gonna go to eBay. No, I'm sorry. This will go to Amazon. It's selling between around 65 bucks. So I did pay up for this one. Look, I did pay $5 for it. I know if you watch me for long, you're like, who are you? What'd you do with this chain? You paid $5 for a book. But hey, I can flip this one. Be good. Okay, here's an embedded software book. This is about the $20 book. You always have to make sure some of these, look, see, it comes with a CD. CD's there. Always make sure that if it says the CD's there, make sure the CD's there. But that's about a $20 computer book. Then there was this VHDL, okay, VHDL book. That's like a $25 book. Kind of, you know, excuse me, the textbooks, they're hit or miss, right? There's a systems engineering book. This is 40 to 50, so that'll be good. I had to do another splice. I never spliced, but this is like a couple videos in a row I've had to splice. I'm on another course of antibiotics. Maybe you can hear it in my voice some, but I've had this cough, this drainage that just will not go away, and had steroids and all. It's, you know, everything tests negative, but it's just like, I don't know if it's just all the fall leaves out, whatever. But like I was saying, there's technical books, hit and miss, computer books, the same thing. This systems engineering book, it's a $40 to $45 book on Amazon. So I'm going to send this in, let it rip. You know, you kind of just have to look up the technical books, right? Because some of them are, unless it's something you've sold before, some of them are great. You know, that they're old and they're keystone cornerstone books, but so much of it gets dated. I mean, you just kind of have an appreciation for the types of technical books that are good, but ultimately for value, you just kind of have to do your comps. It's unfortunate. Okay, these last few, let's see. I'll show you this one. I like this one. The Concrete House. It just jumped out at me. Thought that was so cool. Again, that's about a $20 book. So then these last three, it's all the same author, and it's all on this, you know, symbols, glyphs, things like that. But here's one, Symbols of the Dawn. It's all by this same lady here. What's her name? Jean Logan. Here's Jean. But these are kind of cool. You know, they're kind of the spiral bound. But, you know, it has, there's the glyph, Healing of the Bats. Let's find some other ones here. Green Harmonics. I don't know anything about this stuff, but let's see here. Oh, there's a Repel Evil. Different ones, but Symbols of the Dawn. Then she did Sacred Symbols of Light. Those are, you know, kind of some of the same sort of things, you know. There's I don't know, there's a glyph for an abscess tooth. Like I said, I don't know. But, and then she did Unlocking the Power of the Glyphs. I'm gonna send these all into Amazon. They look like they bring $25 each. Send them in. I think I paid, what did I pay for them? Let's see if it says. Oh, I paid $2 each for them. So, you know, they'll make 25 bucks each. Send them into Amazon, let them go. But that's it. That is an eclectic mix of stuff this week. You know, you just never know what you're gonna find. But I got to get busy, get listing, get them sent in. Remember, the fourth quarter, people talk about fourth quarter sales, but in my experience, you have a lot of people cleaning out stuff, right? They're doing their end of year, first of the year cleaning. So like now through, you know, early January, I always find a lot of my book places are overrun with books. It's a good time for sourcing. So kind of build up for the first of the year. So anyway, see cool, buy cool, list it so you can sell it, and everybody take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.